to episode number 28 of the Hub City Fibers podcast. My name is Lillian and I am the independent dyer behind Hub City Fibers. I'm a knitter, I'm a spinner, I'm a weaver. I pretty much like and do everything related to fiber arts, just because I like touching wool, especially. I work with wool mostly. And yeah, that's what this podcast is about. So if that's something you're interested in, then continue watching and subscribe and follow on my Instagram account, which is HUBCITYFIBERS on Instagram. Anyways, I'm going to jump right into this pretty short episode. I want to keep these kind of brief and just kind of give you a quick update of, what I'm working on. So I'm going to start off with what I'm working on knitting wise. And if you guys followed along last week, I was working on this first pair of my Halloween socks, and I was able to finish the sock, and now I am working on the second sock. So I think I will meet my goal of finishing and wearing my Halloween socks before Halloween, because today is the 21st, I believe, of October. So yeah, I was able to finish these, or I will be finishing these very, very soon. And if you guys love Halloween like I do, then you will be happy to hear that there's, I think, one more of these sets of Halloween colors, and there's another colorway, but this is it. This is my Bewitched Me colorway. And yeah, that's what I'm working on my second sock. So I got like a good 7 days to finish these socks. And yeah, that's one of the things that I'm working on in the back end. Another item that I'm working on, I finished this hat, which I talked about last episode as well, my Jason's cashmere hat, which is a free pattern. It's a really simple cable hat, so really good for gifts. Another project I'm working on is my Ranunculus. And I saw an Instagram, I follow a bunch of people on Instagram that knit as well. So I saw a lot of people were casting this on, and I decided, okay, yeah, I'm in the mood to make a faux lace pattern. And I think the artist is also Japanese. So that's also something that intrigued me, because I feel like the way Japanese people knit is very, like, they have a very particular technique in how they knit, and I wanted to kind of see if that held any truth, and I think it does with this pattern. But yeah, I'm using a colorway that my sister dyed. It's called the Love Note colorway, and this is what it looks like, because she only dyed 2 of this color, but it's a very muted color. And yeah, I think I'm gonna give this to her for Christmas or for her birthday. I think she's turning 30 this year. I know it. Hopefully she's not watching this. I'll know if she does, but I think I'm gonna gift this pattern to her. So yeah, I think she's gonna love it, because she dyed this yarn and she doesn't know I'm making this for her. But yeah, it's a really, really beautiful lace pattern. And yeah, everybody recommends it and talks and raves about it. So yeah, this is what it's called, if you're interested. So yeah, I've been working on that, and that's been fun. I also casted on another hat, and this is gonna be for Steve. And I know I talk about how I'm like a selfish knitter, but sometimes I'm not. And this is very short-lived moment, but I am knitting on this another free hat pattern, and it is a waffle pattern, a waffle hat pattern. And I think it's I'm using tweed, Brooklyn tweed, which I used to knit Steve's sweater. If you've been following this podcast for a while, you'll probably recognize this. And I highly recommend this yarn, although I have heard that their fingering weight is not good because it like pulls, or the integrity isn't there with the yarn, but their DK weight shelter is really nice to work with. It's really rustic yarn, which I really, really like, and it's all processed in the USA, which I know I appreciate a lot when I can buy more products made in the US, because that's where I live. Yeah, so I'm working on that hat pattern. I should probably be done with this in like 2 days because it's something that I can pretty much knit pretty quickly. DK weight pattern hats. I guess that's pretty much all I'm working on with knitting. I kind of want to cast on a sweater for myself, or like a cardigan, or possibly a dickie, if you guys know what that is. But yeah, right now I'm selflessly knitting for others. Another project that I want to work on soon, but we have not started, is a new weaving project. I want to make, well, so this year me and Steve celebrated our 2nd year anniversary, and that year is supposed to symbolize cotton. So to celebrate or to commemorate this year of the cotton, I bought a bunch of cotton weaving yarn, and I want to make a gingham pattern table liner. Crazy, right? These are the things that excite me and take up my creative time. But yeah, I want to make a gingham pattern of these 2 colors, just like a hunter green and like an ecru colorway. And I'm really excited. I'm going to make a gingham pattern table liner, and it's going to be wonderful. And I'm really excited. So I will take you guys along on that journey. If you follow me on Instagram, you guys will definitely see progress on that as it's happening. And another item that I'm working on in my spinning craziness is some of my Frost Yarn Fiber Club that I received. And with this one, I think I'm doing, I stripped it to 4, and I'm just spinning it, and then I'm gonna double ply it like I always do. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm playing with technique here just because it did come with 3 different bumps. And so I did, for the first one, I just split it in half and then spun it. And I got a really deep concentration of colors there. And this one I stripped it 4 times, and then I'm gonna apply it. And we'll see how that kind of comes. So yeah, I've been enjoying this as well. And yeah. That's pretty much all I've been working on, really. Been a mad woman working on all these crafts. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to share. This is a book that I bought at Barnes & Noble's because I like going to Barnes & Noble's sometimes and just getting some books. And it's really, really been like taking up a lot of my evening time that I really enjoy. And it's pretty much about how to home keep and how to be more DIY, which is totally up my alley. And she has a lot of recipes for like homemade cleaning supplies, which, by the way, work so much better than the crap that you buy in stores and are just better for you and your like respiratory system if you have particularly sensitive respiratory tract. But yeah, I really been enjoying this book, and it just is really nice to kind of have like a how-to on homekeeping in a more natural sense, DIY sense. And yeah, highly recommend this book. And that's all I have for you guys, folks. So I guess I'll talk to you guys when I have more stuff to talk about. In the meantime, if you like this sort of content, please let me know by liking and subscribing and commenting. Bye.